voice out against the oppressed, because Dravidian simply means it is an inclusive growth for all, to have a human development index. Take away everything from you, take away your wealth, take away your house, take away everything. But if you are on the road just with your education, you can build back your life. Very important verdict in the Supreme Court of having 27% reservation for OBC quota in medical colleges. It is all social welfare measures where each and everything behind has a story which has led to women empowerment, the family become economically stronger. There are so many examples, like for the public distribution system. Take his captive wife from Lanka. But who had come to take Sita from Tamil Nadu? It was Ravan. Did Ravan build a bridge to come to Tamil Nadu to take Sita and go? Programs that have been introduced by the Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu, so that it is there for the rest of the India also to benefit. And this term, the Dravidian stocks beyond Tamil Nadu, was first taken and spoken by our founder of the DMK party and our first chief minister of DMK party from Tamil Nadu, CN Annadurai. He was the first one to say the Dravidian stocks, and that was the time when the rest of India turned their heads to see what it means and what it is. So today we stand at a very crucial moment where the students' organization, because they are the most powerful organization, and especially at a time when Tamil Nadu was brutally attacked inside the JNU campus, and when pictures of Tandai Periyar, Lenin, Marx, Ambedkar were taken away from the wall and thrown, and it is the right time now to form the Students' Federation for Dravidians, where you will have to fight it out. It is the students who have the courage, it is the women, it is the girl students, it's the time for you all to come together and to voice out against the oppressed, because Dravidian simply means it is an inclusive growth for all, to have a human development index which is there for everybody to see, and it is always against the oppression. So whenever you are being oppressed, for an example, in JNU before there were around 100 Tamil students studying from Tamil Nadu. Now they have around only 40. And what they do, they try to attack you by your principles, by your ideologies. They don't involve or they don't come into a conversation with you, but they use force and they brutally attack you, and they instigate you by removing the pictures and this thing. So now there is 40 students, and by this attack, what happens? The students' parents will feel they will be in a sense of fear to send their students, and slowly by this the numbers will still be reduced, because when you cannot attain or gain things by your principles and your ideologies, this is what they do. So this is not a time to bow down, or this is not a time to succumb to. This is a time to fight back with your principles, ideologies, and show them, as one student over here said, that all along I have been living with an identity of a scheduled caste or a scheduled tribe for this thing, and when I try to come into limelight and when I come into success, still they sideline me and this thing. So the best way to give it back to them is you kill them with your success, you kill them with your smile, you kill them with your, show them that you can. So the only way to do it is by education. Only if you are educated, because education is the only thing which can stand with you till your death. Take away everything from you, take away your wealth, take away your house, take away everything. But if you are on the road just with your education, you can build back your life right from the start. So it is the education which is important. So that is what they want to take away from you. I will try to push through or run through just some elements, like how Tamil Nadu has always been giving importance for education, and that is why we stand to have the high, we are the number one indices in health and education. And our gross enrollment ratio is more than 50, whereas that of India is just 26, and the gross enrollment ratio of Tamil Nadu is much more than that of America. So when initially, before DMK and before Tandai Periyar, there was a party called the Justice Party in Tamil Nadu. It was founded by Dr. Nair, Dr. Nadesan, and P.T. Tyagarajan. So they were all opponents, but then they came back together because they found that being separated, being divided, they cannot fight against the minority group which occupied the majority of workforce and education sector. So they came together in the year 1926. They formed a law saying that reservations would be given to people in education and in work. That was because 97% of the education and workforce was occupied by a population which was just having around 3%, the so-called forward caste or the so-called the forward communities. So what they did, they formed this thing, reservation. They gave a law, and so people. So see, in this house itself, in this place, you all are there, students are there. Just imagine and think how many of your grandfathers would have studied, would have gone to a college, would have finished their schooling. It would be at least, we can see only 1 or 2 persons who live there. When you come to your father, little more. But now today, if I ask in this, the whole hall will lift their hand. So we have come, so something has been denied to us. We have been fighting. So this is where we have had this thing to fight. But after forming the Justice Party and after forming a law in 1926, this was not the same scenario throughout. After India got independence in 1947, this High Court of Madras struck down this law, said that no, this law will not stand good. Then what happened? So again it goes back to the same old ideology of only a few people gaining access to the thing without reservation, because reservation is much needed. You were sidelined, you were marginalized, you were an outcast. So Tandai Periyar, he took it up as a protest, and Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India, and Dr. Ambedkar was the Law Minister. He went and he fought, there were so many other protests, and he took it forward and he saw to it that they bring a law. But then also they said that they will give reservations in work, not in education. But Tandai Periyar didn't accept that. Why he didn't accept? Because again, who will be educated? It's the minority group which has the majority in this thing. Then again, when it comes to workforce, only these people who would have had education. So he didn't accept that. He said that he needed reservations both in work and in education, and that is how after India, the first parliament being formed, the first constitution amendment to be made was reservations in work and reservations in education was the first this thing. So that is how we have gained this. That is how people who have had no access to education were given this platform, and that is why we stand here today. And also you remember that last year we got a very important verdict in the Supreme Court of having 27% reservation for OBC quota in medical colleges. That also was a law which was fought from Tamil Nadu, and not only Tamil Nadu stand to gain out of it. It is now for the rest of the whole of India to have gained these reservations where it was denied to them. So this is this thing that thing. Tandai Periyar, he didn't take part in electoral politics. He had his principles, but he was a man who saw to it that his ideas and his principles were elevated into law, which came into force and this thing. So after Anna became the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he made his dream of self-respect marriage. That is, you can conduct a marriage without a religious person. You just need to solemnize this thing. So it is still a law only in Tamil Nadu. That's why we are fighting it to bring it a law throughout India. I have introduced a private member bill in Parliament, just as I have introduced for equal rights for LGBTIQA also. So these are the progressive minds that the SFB also should take. So SFB, I would encourage you all to not just don't lie down with the laws that you have started an organization. How to go forward, conduct meetings regularly every month, have people from different ideologies come, have people from different and same like minds come, discuss, because discussion is the only way where you can have the thing. So there are so many speakers here where we have gained so much knowledge from their states, from their universities, from their colleges, from their ideologies. So it is always very good to involve in ideologies and involve in discussions, though be it if they are on the different side also. But the best part is you will have to try to convince them, and when you try to convince them, that is your success. So after this, like after Rajendranath Anna, and then he named the Madras presidency as Tamil Nadu, and then it didn't stop over there. And when our late Chief Minister Karnataka became the Chief Minister, he saw a big slot of so many people welfare measures being just distributed to people. There is nothing called freebies in Tamil Nadu. It is all social welfare measures where each and everything behind has a story which has led to women empowerment, the family become economically stronger. There are so many examples, like for the public distribution system, Because land was always in a village, if you have 100 people, the land belongs to 10 people. The 90% of the people rely upon the landlord, and the landlord can give you work, agriculture based work only for 110 days out of 365 days, because agriculture will take place only during that time. Okay, 110 days they get work. What about the rest of the 225 days? They do not have work. They'll have to depend upon the landlord. They'll have to take a loan from him, and he'll treat them as a slave. So what he did, he introduced the public distribution system in the year 1972, which was then later on distributed toward India. So he gave them rice and dal and other essential items at a very subsidized rate. So these are all the people welfare measures. The beauty of Dr. Kalaignar is, if you go for an IAS officer, because the executive always try to put pressure on you and say that this cannot be done, the financial, they'll show you the paper, they'll show you that it cannot be done thing. But the beauty of Dr. Kalaignar is, he showed it that it can be done. So it is not that you will have to listen to an executive officer and IAS officer always, but you will have to show that how you will do. Because giving free electricity to the farmers, they said it cannot be done. But he proved it and he has done, and today in so many other states also free electricity for farmers is done. So giving rice for 2 rupees a kilo, they said it cannot be done, but he has shown, and it is still a proven model. And giving gas stoves for the women household, and also that also there is a story behind it. It is not just a freebie. It is because the women should cook faster. You cook faster than a firewood, and then you have a chance of going to a college at a faster time, going for your studies. And for women, the first self-help groups in India was started in Tamil Nadu, where women are very empowered. So in today's in Tamil Nadu, in a household, if a man of the house wants some money, he asks the wife over there. He says, "Can I have 100 rupees?" Can you think of these situations having happened in anywhere else? So this is how you empower women. And also having the equal rights to your property. That law that was passed in the year 1989. So when did it become a law in India? In Supreme Court passed the law in 2005. So much years you are, that is, if an equal right is given for a woman, she has the right to study, she has the right to education, she has the right to speak up against any atrocity against her husband or in-laws. So she is financially secure and this thing. So that is how the women have always been empowered. That is how and we don't stop with that. Now we have got some few innovative schemes that like for a free bus for the women. That is, you save around how much? 1,300 to 1,800 a woman saves just by taking this free bus for women. So that is there. And a scheme that which is nowhere in the world and which will be just, it will be like a women empowerment scheme where students from 6th to 12th standard, if you study in a government school, if you finish your 6th to 12th in a government school, when you go to your college, throughout your college you will be given ₹1,000 as an incentive. Throughout for every month. Just imagine the amount of empowerment that the family gets. So these are the various schemes. So after 20 years, when you turn back and see, these women and the state of Tamil Nadu would be in such a great position. So these are the statistics. You take statistics of the women who have finished PhDs, Tamil Nadu will stand higher. It will be half more than that of the all India ratio. And these are the schemes where we give importance to women. So this is what we want the Dravidian ideology and the Students' Federation of Dravidians to take forward. And to come last about the very important thing of Dravidian ideology is that is rationalistic thinking. You should ask questions. You should cultivate the habit. Students, parents to your students, teachers to your students, parents to your children, everything. If you start asking questions, if you start thinking rationally, you will become a human being that has so much of value, and people will see you standing out of the crowd. See, in Tamil Nadu also, 99% of people belong to a religion. That is, or even leave out a religion. 99% of people believe in God, their own way. But still, 80% of the people treat Periyar as a demigod. Why? Because of this thing. Though he was an atheist, just you don't have to. Periyar is such a big encyclopedia, and this thing you can take what you want. You don't like something in him, you have the full freedom to criticize him. So take what is best for you, and that is how we are thinking. So rationalist thinking. I'll just give you a few examples for you to think and ponder over and think. See, you have somebody where women are taking bath in a pond, okay, and they leave their clothes on the back of the pond and they take. Somebody comes and takes the clothes and sits on a tree and start teasing them. What do you call that in today's world? Is it not you teasing? Does that person not fit to be go to jail? Can anybody do this? Is this what we teach? So start asking, start thinking like that. So that is when you will always this thing. And take Ramayana. They say that Rama is saying, and he had to build a bridge to go take his captive wife from Lanka. But who had come to take Sita from Tamil Nadu? It was Ravana. Did Ravana build a bridge to come to Tamil Nadu to take Sita and go? So who's stronger, Raman or Ravan? Without a bridge he came once, he took Sita and he went back, but then you had to build a bridge to go rescue her. So think like that. And what did he do for that? He suspected his own wife and he asked her to fight, to jump in the fire. Do we accept all these things and this thing? And today when there's a ban of online rummy games and saying that Governor and the Supreme Court and few of them say that it is a game of skill and it is not a game of chance. Then in Mahabharata what happened? First of all, 5 men getting married to one woman itself, I know it's so nauseating to even think of. And then about women empowerment, women freedom. And then they gamble having her as this thing. Was that a game of skill? So these are the things that you will have to think about. So develop a rationalist thinking. It's not that we are talking about religion, it's just that you develop that and then you will of course stand out. And I would like again to thank the Students Federation of the Dravidians to have more speakers, to have to engage people, and we also have one Kalajar Aradam based on DMK in Deen Dayal Road. So that also we can ask our party president and leader and our chief minister, MK Stalin, to utilize this thing for having a discussion about and for you all to have your regular meetings. So again, I would like to thank everybody and would address everybody to live in a harmonious world where we can, there is always a coexistence of everybody of different ideologies and this thing, peacefully. Thank you.
नेशनल दस्तक की आपसे गुजारिश है कि अगर इसको बचाना चाहते हैं तो नेशनल दस्तक को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए रेड कलर के सब्सक्राइब बटन को दबाएं, फिर बेल आइकन की घंटी दबाएं। नेशनल दस्तक को बचाने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि हर खबर को शेयर करें, लाइक करें, कमेंट जरूर करें।